Hi, and welcome to my December TBR. I just filmed my November wrap-up, and it was obnoxiously long, but that's because I read a ton of books, so hopefully this one will be a little shorter. I do have a lot of books in here. I don't know if I'll read them all, but I'm definitely going to try. So the first thing I want to do is finish up the Vampire Academy series, especially since 3 of the books that I haven't read yet are library books, so they'll need to go back. So that will be Shadow Kiss, Blood Promise, Spirit Bound, this one I actually own, and Last Sacrifice. Now, I plowed through the other books in 1 or 2 days. Now, these are substantially larger, so I'm not so sure of both yet. I hope I don't go through these in one day. That would be sad. That would probably mean I'm not sleeping. So, ooh, that was loud. But I plan on reading those. The next thing I want to do is read some books that I feel are good for December, the holiday season, and the end of the year. So the first is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Richelle, is it Cohn? I think it's Cohn, and David Levithan. And I've never, I haven't read Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist or anything, but this is a pretty short book. Yeah, not even 300 pages, and I've heard good things about it, and it takes place in the winter, so good times. Next is Twas the Night After Christmas by Sabrina Jeffries. This is a historical romance novel. Sabrina Jeffries is one of my favorite authors. I love her work, and I believe this came out last year, but I never bought it, and I just thought it would be a nice book to read for the holiday season. Next is Dave Barry's History of the Millennium so far. This is a non-fiction satirical work. Most likely it's satirical. It tends to be what he does. I got this for Christmas a couple of years ago. I started reading it, but I put it down. But for some reason, I felt like it seemed like a good book for the end of the year. Like, it's looking back. So as I look back on the year, I will look back on the millennium. Although this book was written at least a couple years ago. Let's see. I don't really know. But I think it'll be a nice, easy read, and I also think it's a book I can read in between other books if I so desire, or while I'm reading something else is what I meant, sorry. Let's see what order to do this in. I guess since I'm talking about those kind of books, I'll talk about this now. I'm gonna read a children's book. So this is The Jolly Christmas Postman. It is falling apart, unfortunately. This is from Janet and Allan Ahlberg. This is one of my favorite books, from my childhood. And I also have The Jolly Postman, which is just the regular version. It is about a postman, and he delivers letters to basically fictional and fairy tale creatures like Humpty Dumpty and the Big Bad Wolf and Goldilocks and 3 bears and stuff. And when you're actually reading the book, you get to, here he's going to the 3 bears. So this is a letter to Baby Bear from Goldilocks, and when you open up the envelope, it has the card or whatever. And so it's really fun for kids and everything. I actually bought the regular one for my cousin's son for Christmas, so that's exciting. And I was actually looking through this. I figured I'm going to read this on Christmas Eve or something to myself. I don't know, maybe to my family. There's no kids in my immediate family, but oh, maybe we do. I'm going to talk about this even though it's unnecessary, and I'm trying to make this a short video. My father's family gets together on Christmas Eve, and maybe I'll bring this, and there's some little kids, so maybe I'll bring this and read it or something. If I do that, I'll need to get the book put together. But I was looking through the book, and you won't be able to see this, but the letter, the envelopes have postage stamps, when something, or well, that's a postage stamp, but the thing where the post office will mark when they got it or it was mailed or whatever. And this first one was mailed on December 23rd, 1988, which happens to be the day that I was born. Like specifically December 23rd, 1988. So, yeah, super excited. This will take like 5 minutes, but I think I really will take it on Christmas Eve. I think that's a cute idea. Next are 2 books that I'm not sure if I'll read, if I'll actually want to read them, or if I'll have the time even. But they are on my list, and that is Immortal City by Speer. This is like an angel book. I just bought it for sale. So that, and then this book that I got at the library sale and clearly like saw some times of badness because it is so water damaged. And that is Good in Bed by Jennifer, I'm assuming it's Weiner. And I guess I would classify this as like a chick lit novel from what I've read about it. I've never read anything by her, but I thought that this book looked interesting, and it's something a little different from everything else I'm reading, which is good. Plus, I was on BuzzFeed the other day, and there was an article about like the books you should read, and this was actually one of them, and I thought that that was a pretty big deal, so this is on my list. Oh, and then my TBR jar for the month, which I'm going to be doing a video on what is actually in my TBR jar, so stay tuned for that. So let's see. Hopefully it's a good book. I have another Nicholas Sparks one. I hope it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh! So it is the Jane Austen book club. So, particularly by Joy Fowler? Just off the top of my head, but hoping. So hopefully I will read this. I actually don't think that's a particularly long book, so I should be able to get that done. So I'll read that, maybe I'll read it and then watch the movie. Again, I've seen the movie, unfortunately. I actually enjoyed the movie, but it's probably different from the book. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you specifically want a review on something, let me know and I will try to do one for you. Yeah. See you later. Bye.